Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So it's time to discuss a very sneaky situation that's actually playing out. These kind of sneaky moves have actually been going on for quite some time, to be quite honest. You have to ignore these things a lot of the time, but then there reaches a certain point when realistically we should alert people as to what's going on. And these sneaky moves, right, it's all to get around the DCM, and something I figured out bringing the DCM forward and seeing it put into places, you cannot force, right, all of these big players to move their own coins. And this is what it's all boiling down to now. So as much as the DCM may have helped, it's not actually helping at this point. And we're reaching the part of the journey where people are now just going to themselves, well, you know, I'm just going to spin up another node. So I'll have my first node and then I'll have my second node. This is detrimental. This all falls under the category of a specific kind of attack, which I'm not going to mention because it's not really worth diving into. But you can see where I'm coming from here. Yes, there's no rules anywhere on the blockchain that says you cannot have two nodes, but the situation realistically is having respect for the blockchain. Now, a lot of these people voted to have the active set reduced. And the specific reason why these people had this done was so they could get more money, they could get more voting power, and ultimately they would benefit from it, whilst all of those who are outside of that 100 active set bracket suffered. And we're now reaching a point where all of these people that they've got rid of them for the specific intention of being able to now have two nodes operating on the same chain. And by all means, right, I could quite easily right now, within a matter of 10 minutes, spin up 3 HCC nodes. And I could simply say to everybody who wants to delegate with me, who cannot delegate with me, even though that they support me, they can't delegate with me because of a simple fact, my commission pushes up to 10%. So my supporters can't even support me, right? Whereas at the same time, I could simply, like I said, just spin up 3 nodes and say to everybody, well, you know, just stick between these 3 nodes and you'll be fine. We'll never go above the 10% bracket. If one does, go to HCC2 or go to HCC3. But I'm not doing that because I've got respect for the chain and I'm not a greedy little scamming person who is using God as an angle to get Christians to buy crypto. And this is what it's all boiling down to, like I said. So as it stands, this person's making so much money, right? They're getting so much investment from the Christian community because he's telling them that Lunar Classic is the chosen coin that God has told him he needs to tell people to buy, to stake with him, because the world's going to end. This is absolutely absurd to say the least. And the fact that he needs now 2 nodes, right, to continue this is absolutely ridiculous, and it's detrimental to the security of our blockchain, let alone the lack of respect this person's actually got. So ultimately, right, all of these different moves that we're seeing playing out at the moment, and I'm just saying it for what it is here at face value, considering everybody else is too scared to speak up and actually put this out there, is these people agreed to have the active set reduced so they could do this, right? And like I said, you don't see people like me. I can, like I said, spin up those nodes and they don't cost much for me to run. And ultimately, right, all of these people who are at the top, their voting power is not changing. In fact, it's getting bigger because of the simple fact that they're banking in so much buck, right? So they're getting more money. They're finding out more ways to get people to invest with them. And it's becoming very detrimental to our blockchain, up until a point where I would say to myself right now, we need to put the active set back to 130 for a start. Okay. We need to remove the 0% commission rates and reintroduce a minimum 5% commission rate. So people actually have to do something instead of just being able to set a 0% commission rate and sit there and bicker on Twitter all day about all of the different things that they bicker about. Honestly, it irritates me. I hate bickering on Twitter. I would rather just do content, produce things that are helpful for people and give people the insights that they actually need that no one else is telling them about, because it all falls into their alter ego play of them becoming the substantial control of this blockchain. And Jesus Lord has even said he wants to centralize and control the blockchain. The more influence he has, the more voting power he has, and the more Christians that get involved with this, they will have control of the chain. And that, literally, this is not my words. This is his own words from his own content. It's absolutely insane. So like I said, This whole reduction of the active set has just been done to benefit these people, and it makes me feel sick because of the amount of work that people like myself put into this blockchain, all of the different things that we've done here, the amount of time we've been here, the content we produce every day, and my supporters can't stake with me anymore. They can't support me because in fear that the commission system will automatically push up to 10%. I'm now at a point, right, where I would rather just go back to the original system of a minimum 5% commission. I honestly would, because we're not changing all nodes. We're not changing all of these big players. They're just getting richer, right? They're just banking in more buck. And meanwhile, we're suffering. The true builders of this blockchain, those who have actually fought for this blockchain day in, day out, haven't left like other influencers have left, like Classy, Crypto King, Matthew Perry, all of the ones that go away when it's not interesting, there's nothing going on, to suddenly come rushing back when things are more interesting and everybody wants to get involved with it because it works for them. It benefits them, right? I'm not doing that to nobody. I'm here no matter the case, and I'll always be here. So like I was saying, right, I'm one of the people that was really an advocate for this DCM, but we've reached a point where we cannot change it any further than it already is. And I'm suffering. There's so many other people that are suffering. And meanwhile, you've got loads of different people who have got 3 or 4 different nodes. Terra CV to themselves have got, I think, 3 nodes. You know, all of these people are overriding the systems that we've built to put in place to improve the Nakamoto coefficient. And it's ridiculous that we're at a point now where nobody's speaking about this because everybody's just doing what everybody else is doing and spinning up more nodes. And ultimately, I don't want to do that. So I think we're at a point now where we should accept it for what it is. We should accept that we've changed things as far as we can change them, and it's not going to get much better than that. And at this point, right, there's so many coins in supply, there's so many coins staked that more or less, right, what happens is the majority of the active community are consistently moving their delegations. So they're not really choosing to support anybody. No one's really getting any long-term support. They're just simply getting an artificially inflated simulation of the 0% commissions going round and round in circles. I'm probably the only validator that has not changed their commission, has not gone down to a 0% just to try and get more voting power. I've simply stayed at what the dynamic commission sets me at. And it annoys me. Like I said, right, if you were me and you're in my position, how would you feel if your delegates or your supporters and those who want to really see you be involved with this community are saying, dude, I can't stake with you. I can't stake with you because of the simple fact that DCM pushes to 10%. So why shouldn't I do what Jesus' Lord is doing? Why shouldn't I do what Terraport's doing? Right? What's the difference between me and them? Well, the difference is I have respect for this blockchain. I would never do something as sneaky, low down and dirty as what these people are doing, whether it be using casinos and all sorts of different things without being regulated with the FCC in the UK and all sorts of different things like that, or whether it be a guy who's claiming to get visions from God. And I'm sorry if you're religious and this offends you and you believe this guy's getting visions from God, totally go through it. But if you Google a cult, these are the first things that come up. I mean, Waco people, come on. It's absolutely ridiculous that this is happening. And what I actually think is he's actually targeting the right people for this, because so many people who believe in religion are so desperate for someone to be the next Messiah, someone to be the next, and ultimately I'm not a religious person, right? And I definitely would never ever claim that I'm receiving visions from God. But, should I just start saying, well, I'm receiving visions from my dead cat? Happy's telling us all we should all buy Lunar Classic and everybody should delegate with me because my cat's up there speaking to God and it's telling me that LUNC is going to be the next chosen thing for the game of straight. Come on, people. Come on. It's absolutely ridiculous, to say the least, that it's that sneaky. It really is that sneaky. But let me know what you think, right? Let me know what you think about all of these kind of people that are spinning up 2-3 nodes to be able to get around the DCM. Should we just do nothing? Should we allow them to do this? Should we not hold them accountable? Should we not question these kind of things? Let me know in the comments section, folks, what you think. Don't forget about the monthly giveaway here, 10,000 USDC, 1 million LUNC split between the top 3 commenters. Just comment, like, share, and make sure to hashtag LUNC in this video to get counted in on the counts per video. You can delegate with us. Even though my own supporters can't delegate with me, it's still there. The options available. We've got listed on Trust Wallet a long time ago. But if you need to learn how to stake. We've got all sorts of different tutorials that have been around since day dot. Auto compounding is specifically available for our delegates and our delegates only at hccfactory.com. Links in the description below for everything. And then Patreon, access all areas. I mean, these people inside this group have, I think a couple of them, per my previous video, have made serious like 4 or 5x gains within a matter of 24 to 48 hours just off of alpha releases on different things that I've been investing in, that I've been getting involved in. So there's so much to gain there on top of all of the different perks that we provide. Links to that in the description. Other than that, folks, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.